Alright folks, we're going to keep this party train rolling here. Hello everybody. We're going to be making now wine bottle candles here. So what I have is an existing 1/2 inch round fiberglass wick wine bottle candle. And I sell these right here. These are a ceramic wine bottle stopper. Has a little area right here so you can fish it back out when you need to. And this is run, and I hand thread these with a 1/8 inch round fiberglass wick. And these are available for purchase from me. So let's get to it. This is going to be a tricky one. Yeah, I would almost say you need a funnel here if you have a funnel available to you. We're going to see if we're going to make a little bit of a mess here. Alright, I don't think there's a magical formula to this. Probably actually though, you definitely want to have less than 6 inches between here and here. So we're going to want maybe a little more fluid. We are going to be all set for the next earthquake. We're on borrowed time here. It was 1989 the last time we had one, and it's been a long time since then. Okay, I think we're getting ready here. So let's cap our fluid and get it away from the flame. Have my fire extinguisher ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this in. You see how easy that is? That just kind of sets right there. That's perfect. And then we'll take our little priming bottle here. I can actually see the fluid, the wick. It's about down to here already, so it's coming up to meet and down to meet. And then we will also give it a good shaking. Ideally you'd let this soak for a while, but I kind of want to show the advantage of priming and how much that helps. You really almost don't have to let the wick sit for a half hour if you prime it properly. You know, we haven't cut anything out of this video. It's going to be a couple minutes. We're going to be ready to rock. I'm going to dry my hands from the fluid that I've gotten on myself. Alright folks, here we go. Lighter's in my pocket. We've been primed. Suppose it would also be a great idea to compare it, see if this guy will even light up anymore. Now what we also might need to do is trim the wick, because this is an old wick that we've used before and we haven't used for a very long time. It's possible it's gotten contaminated. So we're going to go ahead and give that a little priming from the top here. And you can see here we are really pushing it because my fluid level is right here. And there is a good 9 inches, I would say, between here and here. In fact, let's go to the tape. So we're looking at a 7-inch draw right there. And we're going to be having a 6-inch draw right there. So you are technically at the maximum of what a round fiberglass wick should theoretically be able to pull here. We'll see how this performs. Get a little bit more out here. There we go. Moment of truth. Let's see how it does. To back you off there to get it the whole flame in there. Let's see what the 1/2 inch will do. if anything, because like I said, this 1/2 inch over here has been sitting outdoors for a year, baking in the sun and freezing, and then sitting in the rain as well, although I did have it corked. And apparently having it corked does a great job. This also gives you a great idea of the kind of flame you can expect out of each. Definitely the 1/8 inch produces more of a standard candle type of flame, and you'll see here the 1/2 inch round fiberglass is going to produce very much like a tiki torch outdoor kind of a thing. I'm almost wondering if I should have let that 1/8 inch soak a little bit longer. We'll see how that does. It also is right at the maximum of, if you go online on the internet, what is thought that a round fiberglass wick can pull. But we don't pull any punches here, so if I have to, we'll stop the video. Or no, we won't stop the video. I'll blow it out and we'll show it all on video, and we'll fill it up a little bit higher, and we'll give it a little better prime, and we'll see if that helps, because we're almost dying out here. So we're going to blow them both out and start over again and see if I needed to prime this a little more, and also you need a little more fluid closer to the flame. Okay, so what I am going to do to help the priming process, ooh, that is hot. Well, that's good to know. In just a couple seconds, that ceramic gets awfully hot. Yeah, this is a good way to do it too. We're pouring it literally right down the wick. It didn't look very wet when I pulled it out, and we gave it not a long. They say about a 1/2 hour. You should let it soak or so. But we're impatient. This is the movies. All right, there we go, people. Again, I made a tremendous mess. Soak all that up, get some more. Okay. Now it's going to be a little boring, but I like to show this uncut here just so you see how things actually work. And there's no camera trickery. No gypsy trickery. Okay, we're going to go round 2 here. Give it a good soaking. I'm almost ready to refill my primer bottle again. Okay, we'll give that a shot. Alright, let's light her up. Yeah, I'd say already that's looking a little better. Definitely helped. So if you're gonna not let stuff sit for about a 1/2 hour at least, I would recommend you pour the fluid directly down the wick as you fill the bottle, and that gives an opportunity for the wick to begin soaking it up almost immediately. Otherwise, I would say you let this sit for a 1/2 hour, and just before you light it, you shake it up. And even better would be, either do it by hand, which is a little messy, or find a small bottle like this and hand prime. So there you have it. I think this flame is looking a lot better on this one now that it's been properly primed. This is a ceramic wine bottle stopper and a 1/8 inch round fiberglass wick that I thread through it. looking at this guy here, I want to almost do, I'm going to blow this one out. We're going to trim the wick, prime it, and relight it. We're going to see what this one will do, because it looks right here like it's suffering from the fact that we used it, let it sit for a year, and then didn't trim it before relighting it. So we're going to blow this one out and trim it up. That's a mess. It's a little bit hot. And we're going to want to prime this guy. So now we know that wick is absolutely wetted through. You know, when I cut it, I realized this guy wasn't actually primed properly. I think we're going to see some impressive stuff here. Okay, let's check this guy out. So this one has been sitting outdoors for a year, and we just uncorked it and said, hey, let's see what it'll do. So now what I did was I trimmed off the excess wick and reprimed it, and it looks like it's wetted completely through now. We're also really an inch past the maximum of how far you should let the fluid level drop compared to where the flame is. But let's see what we can do. So what you're seeing on the outside, on the 1/2-inch round fiberglass wick, it has kind of a fishnet kind of material, and the fishnet kind of melts down, and that's what you're seeing around there, is where the fishnet that kind of holds the fiberglass together. When you get that thick of a rope, it needs to be bound together with some sort of a nylon material, and so you'll find that 1/2-inch round fiberglass as well as 3/4 is kind of encased in a fishnet material. So here we go. Here's some more ideas for emergency candles. You know, lots of people have wine on hand, or you can get a hold of some empty wine bottles for free if you look through some recycling. Then you just have to get yourself some either 1/2-inch round fiberglass wick, or this can also be done by purchasing my ceramic wine stoppers with a pre-threaded 1/8 round fiberglass wick. So this gives you an idea of the two different kinds of flames you're going to expect. Lots of people at weddings like to use something like this on the table, especially for a wedding that's going to go into the evening. And this produces a flame that's a little more subdued, more like a candle. And if you're looking for something a little more impressive, you'll see that the round 1/2-inch fiberglass will produce a flame about 2 to 3 times in size. So here you go. Thank you very much for tuning in. These are round fiberglass wicks running in wine bottles. 2 different methods. You just cut off a 1/2-inch round fiberglass wick and shove it in there, or you can get a stopper and set it inside. So I'd say as far as look goes, this is certainly a little more elegant look. You could soak the labels. I'm going to be doing another do-it-yourself project down the road where I'm going to be experimenting with getting a nice colored glass and bead blasting, and covering part of it and bead blasting the rest of it, and what it's going to look like when you peel the sticker away. So that's going to be one of my do-it-yourselfs down the road. So thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.